He's trying to set something up.
Yes.
Trying to define what is he doing, where can I get him?
It's working for now. He got in the brawl in the 9th round.
A nice uppercut. There it is again, and a nice hook.
There's the brawl you want. Here he comes. He nails him. Marquez, I thought he was off balance.
He's had his moments, and I still think he's done enough to win this round.
All right, here they go. They blast him, and he almost dropped him. Bradley at 30 in the peak of his career. Can the older legs of Juan Manuel hold up? And don't forget, before he knocked out Pacquiao, he was in a heap of trouble in his last fight. Larry?
Going to psychologists and neurologists, slurring his words. Very few athletes are ever willing to show their vulnerability the way he did. And so a lot of people have questioned whether he is more damaged goods than he or any of us know to this point.
Well, that's a legitimate concern, and obviously he's gotten cleared medically. And like you pointed out earlier, gentlemen, Marquez, too, aside from the tremendous wars that he's been in, was really, even though he got that spectacular knockout against Pacquiao, was really, I think, the worst for wear out of that outcome. Really has suffered his own damage. Now, he's 40 years old. He seems to be one of the few fighters that has been able to carry the power with him. He even looks stronger to me in this weight class than he did as a featherweight. But did he turn old overnight? Can he handle the hand speed and the footwork of a Bradley? Will Bradley fight the same type of fight and feel that he still has something to prove post-Providnikov?
The officials are ready. The fighters are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and courtesy of HBO pay-per-view, the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner with his head trainer, Nacho Beristain. Officially weighing in at 144.5 pounds and wearing black with red and green. His professional record, Hall of Fame credentials, 55 victories, including 40 knockouts, 6 defeats, and 1 draw. He's the former featherweight, former super featherweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros de Ciudad de México, el legendario campeón mexicano, Juan Manuel Dinamita Márquez. And fighting out of the red corner with his trainer, Joel Diaz, wearing camouflage and officially weighing in at 146 pounds. His professional record, a perfect one, consisting of 30 fights, 30 victories, including 12 knockouts, and he has captured 2 world titles. From Palm Springs, California, USA, the former light welterweight champion of the world, reigning, defending, undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, Timothy Desert Storm Bradley.
And it should be sensational.
And was very respectful leading up to this fight, Colonel. But I think that all goes out the window once the bell rings with these two.
Yes, we are. You mentioned one thing, Christina, very important. The calmness of Tim Bradley. He must maintain his equanimity. Both guys in dark trunks, you know the fight is.
I mean, even more than usual in a fight because of what happened in that Providnikov fight to Bradley.
Really has a lot of pop in his punches now that he's a welterweight.
Tim has got perfect.
Marquez, you know, his mind is going at 110% to try to set something up.
His blocked them pretty well. And that's a beautiful vintage uppercut by Marquez. The lead uppercut that he so successfully lands. And there he tries it again.
He didn't take a step back, he took a step in after he got hit.
He didn't, Colonel. And there's another big left hook, and he's caught him a couple times with the uppercut and the hook so far.
You know, no matter how Marquez has built up his body, which he has, you can see that Bradley is a naturally bigger man.
But when you have rounds like that, and that's why it can be controversial.
A little swelling on the forehead of Marquez due to the headbutts.
Well, Timothy Bradley, and of course Juan Manuel Márquez.
Timothy Bradley coming up, popping those jabs.
The left shoulder dipped, blasted in the liver.
Giving him different looks.
To start than he did the first.
Landed that final home for that liver shot again.
Low punch.
Being warned.
Certainly counts in the body of your opponent.
And now we know how you fight, Curtis.
For him, nice foot movement for the 40-year-old guy.
Marquez staying disciplined to remain the counterpuncher.
Good left hook by Bradley.
Second round, Thomas and Mack loaded up the right, didn't quite connect. Don't want to come straight in to Marquez. You talked about him being a counterpuncher, and you're right, Mario. He's one of the best. He got ripped to the body that time by Tip coming in. Another difficult round.
Get the feeling that he's trying to set something up.
Yes.
Trying to define what is he doing, where can I get him?
It's working for now. He got in the brawl.
Here's a Bradley shot with a nice right hand over the top.
Punch is, of course, multi-champion, multi-divisional champion. Records, Bradley's 8-0 in championship fights.
And Marquez could play off that.
On paper, he bites down on that mouthpiece and chooses to exchange, then that's when he can get into trouble.
But that's not how he's fought.
He caught Tim, but Tim's head was rolling. There's nothing on that punch. But in the seats so far, they get really excited. You got to remember.
That's not being generous, excuse me.
Conservative.
Conservative, excuse me. Yes, exactly.
No, I'm definitely a conservative. My man James Cowell doesn't particularly agree with me. But neither does his, but it's not likely he'll change. Tim makes him miss again. Beautifully slips the punch.
He's rolling with the punches. It looks like he's getting hit, but he's rolling with them pretty well.
Still ends. That to me is a definite Bradley round. This is round 4. Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Larry Merchant. Glad that you're going to be with well. Wow with the punch, a little frustration by Marquez. So don't be surprised, you know, if he comes back and lands some shot. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
If you pull it off, it'll help.
Well, you try it. You get caught, you get caught. They're going to find you. Round 4. That's why I love the referees with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, because they and Los Angeles, but basically those are your places where you get great spectacle. But that's all in favor of Tim. He's the ring general. The Klitschko's money and fame. Or would you want to listen to him get into brawls and please the public?
Well, but you know, that's the issue here, because certainly Marquez is not. The beard is on Marquez.
Yes,
It's
you're
all
right.
Vaseline, actually.
Combination
It
of gray
is.
hair and Vaseline.
Oh, it's the Vaseline.
But not much happened there, in all honesty. Another nice exchange. Tim landed the left hand with the right one up behind.
We haven't seen that flush uppercut that Marquez landed so beautifully in the first round. And since then, I haven't given him a round.
You know, we're all, I know that isn't what Tim wants to do. It's certainly not what he
Good hard jab.
Oh, no question, Larry.
Unlike, he has nothing, you know.
He just hit him with one hellacious left hook. Eventually, this guy's going to wilt and he'll stop it. You know, that's what goes to what I was saying, Larry. You know, if I'm Tim, maybe it's just that I'm so excited about this fight to do what he's doing now, but it's tremendously successful.
Well, to me, guys with similar style so far tonight.
Oh, this is his fight all the way, Mario. As long as he continues to fight like this is
Which is so hard to count him out. We sit here on the edge of our seat as Bradley's controlling these rounds, but at any moment, as we saw Marquez's last fight, it could change.
How quickly we saw, and around near this one. Downstairs he goes. Tim throws it in. Now Marquez opens up. They trade chins. Whoa! At the end, he's taunting him.
Both fighters taunting each other. Marquez really committing to the taunt. I think a lot of frustration. That body shot land.
A bit is Marquez looking to throw his right hand, but it's wide as it's been all night. Tim in and out, as he did in the last round at this stage.
Good lead right hand. Finally landed.
Marquez.
Colonel, but I think you're right. I think he'll have his moments and he'll catch him.
Is what we're here to find out.
I'm more concerned about the beating that he took in the last fight as opposed to the dramatic knockout that he landed. The very first time I see this guy wilt.
Right, and 40 years old. It'll show.
Yeah, and Mario, there's a long way to go. We're only behind his head, but he can't pull the trigger.
Well, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson famously said that you know you're getting older when they're in their prime. They're punching as the openings develop.
There's another big.
He's been successful, you know, in the last couple of seconds. That ends the.
He wondered about going into this fight. How would he take a punch after that concussions?
Value his progress against Alvarado in a place called Denver, Colorado, in the United States of America.
And that's going to be two men in their prime and the potential barn burner.
This is an interesting graphic we got up there for you. Knockouts after round 6. Marquez, 18. Bradley, 1. Wait a minute, that's a 19.
Experience of Marquez, of course.
It's the conditioning. Mario, sorry.
Find someplace comfortable a little closer.
Tim is beautiful, though. In and out, in and out. Wow, with that shot, he took the shot. Look at the job he does defensively. But you know something, Larry? That punch to me doesn't look as crisp, but looked pretty dramatic. But I don't know how much is left on his punches. You had the best line. What was the fighter that said, you know, your mind's there, you're breaking that nature?
Somebody named Robinson.
Yes, yes, Sugar Ray Robinson.
And could there be something except for the fact that...
But we know how hard he trains and how professional Marquez is.
Remember, it's still a 40-year-old body that has been in 60 wars.
That's a lot.
Pacquiao.
And maybe not open up that story anymore.
All right, here we go, round 8. Stopping up, as I've said a couple of times in Las Vegas, to pick up a paycheck and thumb his way up to Canastota, New York, where he'll go into the Hall of Fame 5 years after he quits fighting.
Good right hand.
Michael Moore winning every round.
And what George did was trap him. He was setting a trap. Is Marquez capable of setting a trap and changing the course of the fight?
You know, with George it's different because George throws clubbing punches at a heavyweight his size. The last thing to go is the punch.
We don't see some consistent pattern. He's changed up. That he saw a tell from Pacquiao that unleashed that big punch. Yet.
This is a tough puzzle to figure out.
Went right back, stepped outside, regrouped. Now he's almost inviting Marquez back. And he doesn't look great.
You know, I was mentioning earlier, it was hard for me to define him. Is he a boxer? Is he a brawler? But what he is sort of...
Marquez looks a little bit frustrated, like he's not able to land the shots. He's thinking them out and almost like he's getting frustrated in there a little bit.
You're right, Dickinson. He's very frustrated. Therefore, he's going after him. Tim decided that he's
getting to the point where Marquez is going to need a knockout.
Or something dramatic.
Or something dramatic.
Watch Marquez. He has some success.
Nice straight right hand. Another look. Nice straight right hand. Marquez has had his moments, but they're few and far between.
Round 9. Thomas and Mack. Juan Manuel Márquez, future Hall of Famer. Tim Bradley, the book hasn't been finished yet.
Well, he needs to step out of his comfort zone if he has any intention of wanting to be victorious at this point, in my opinion.
I think Mario, jab, hook. Actually, his punches look as crisp now as at any time in the fight. I see it with a little more hand speed. Maybe it's an adrenaline flow. I don't know what it is. It can't be experienced. It was 9.5.
This is Marquez's best round since the first round.
And don't question it is. But this is a different Marquez than, as Larry said, doing all that feeling out earlier. Tim's doing is not getting sucked into the war. All he has to do is box.
barely missing with that uppercut.
Neither fight is shaken. Nobody bloody. Marquez being aggressive here in the 9th round.
A nice uppercut. There it is again, and a nice hook by Marquez. This is definitely his best round of the fight.
He wins
and a nice
round.
right hand.
He hurt him. He hurt Tim. His legs are a little loose in the knees. Tim is in such great shape.
He's got to fight, gentlemen.
All those punches thrown yet by Marquez.
The chance of Mexico from the crowd.
He's got to drop him, or he's got to hurt him, or he can't win this fight. There's the brawl, you want. Here he comes. He nails him. Marquez, I thought he was off balance and maybe would go down, but it was more a balanced situation.
Marquez stalking, trying to still counterpunch.
Tim bending way over, so he really can't do anything if you want to break your hand.
And I'm surprised Marquez hasn't adjusted a little bit and gone for the uppercut a little bit more.
You can see the courage, but I don't see the electricity. That was a decent right hand. I wouldn't fight with you, Mario, over this one. Caught Bradley bending over with the right uppercut. And based on that, I'm giving Marquez this round.
Slip, of course.
That's a slip because if there was a punch and the hands were down, that's a knockdown. Boy, I'm getting gassed now, watching these two guys work this hard. This is round 11. It's championship time against the reigning champ, Tim Bradley.
Now, these have been very close rounds, and we discussed that the judges may have been seeing it in different ways.
Because I have it 98-92 doesn't mean the judges don't have it even the other way. Remember, our scoring is not official. We're just trying to give you an indication of what we think the judges might be doing.
Christina just showed me some scores from press row.
I respect their views.
I do too. I absolutely do. The best journalists in the world. I sit down with Dan Raphael before every fight, and Kevin Iole and I sit in the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame together, so I respect him a lot. But again, 2 rounds ago, he left his fight plan and made a big adjustment. But he hasn't been able to. Tim, it's been a fast-paced situation, moving in and out. And counter him early. Bradley doesn't look great right now, I'll tell you.
A young Marquez would make this really interesting right now, but does he have enough in the tank to maybe close it out strong these next couple rounds?
Obviously, they believe, as does Dan Raphael and Kevin Iole, that their man is ahead. We'll find out. As there's one thing for sure, Marquez won that round.
It seems that most people have Bradley winning via social media, but of course the judges are not on social media.
And the other thing is, people are afraid to commit. I'm not. I have more experience than every judge in this building. I've judged over 10,000 fights. And tonight, this is my 949th world title fight. I'll put my scoring up against anybody. I'm a certified ABC judge, I'm a certified WBO judge, and a certified WBC judge. So I don't care what they say. My score is right. May not agree with the rest of them, but I don't back up.
You, sir, I agree with 100%.
Actually, all right, this is it, the 12th round.
This is what we came for.
To end with a draw.
I got a 107, 102. He'd have to knock him out of my score sheet or knock him down a couple of times. Tim is too smart for that this time around, I think. But it's not the nature of a fight.
Ended up losing the fight, and that was De La Hoya against Trinidad.
Yes.
Great example, Larry.
Gil Clancy told me that it was the greatest mistake of his life, his title, rather than to win it in these last rounds.
Again. Marquez on the assault, trying to catch him. Happening in boxing scoring recently. Let's hope this isn't the case tonight.
And it's a mistake if he wants to win the fans' approval, which he so desperately seeks, or so that he says.
He feels he did that against Providnikov, and he just wants to win.
Wait for me, in case the judges have it a whole lot closer than we do. Marquez is winning this round.
Was letting his hands go, and he was a busy fighter, and he was overwhelming Bradley. That hasn't been the case tonight.
See, Mario, he's got all the right intention, but he's still missing. See that?
Yeah.
He's had his moments, and I still think he's done enough to win this round.
All right, here they go. They class him, and he almost dropped him. How about that? Don't put your hands down. He almost dropped him.
Will that punch win him the round.
I'd give it to him. He was more
Did he hurt
aggressive.
him? Was he a little off balance?
Oh no, he hurt him.
was hurt. He was
Definitely.
hurt.
Well, we'll
And here's the exchange here.
You'll see.
You want me to go up?
Oh, he hurt him.
Marty?
He almost dropped him.
Marty?
Wow. Almost dropped him. It's Michael Buffer. You'll know in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of Wynn Las Vegas, we go to the scorecards. Glenn Philbin scores the contest 115 to 113. He scores it for Marquez. Robert Hoyle scores it 115-113, and he has it for Bradley. Patricia Morse Jarman scores the contest 116 to 112 to the winner by split decision. And still WBO welterweight champion of the world from Palm Springs, California, USA, Timothy Desert.
This man retains the title, and our judging gave the fans the indication of exactly the way the judges had it.
Exactly, you're exactly right. It was close on two of the judges' scorecards. On the other one, it was leaning. I believe he had your exact
same score I had.
Same score. And Marquez started out with some beautiful shots, landing big uppercuts, and there was a counter-punching fest all night. They closed each round out with flurries, and there was some action throughout. Marquez seemed to win the last few rounds. Some judges had it a lot closer. I had him winning 5 rounds. Timothy Bradley, though, as he's done his whole career, doing just enough and finding ways to win, closing out a very technical victory.
You know what, that big left hook at the end of the round definitely did save me. The scorecards were really close, 114, 113. There it is, woo. There it is, woo. Yeah, he kept his balance. He's a very strong guy, man. But that left foot clipped him. He staggered back. Boom, there it is. Wow, what a punch. I wish I could have followed up on that. But like I said, he's dangerous when he gets hurt. Anything is possible. I would love that challenge. I have to sit down and talk to my promoters, my manager, and see what makes sense from here.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.